Okay. First and foremost, thank you guys for being here tonight. I appreciate you. Tammy and I appreciate you all for spending your time here. You could have been elsewhere. George just got back from Costa Rica. So thank you for being here tonight. My first question to you guys is always on the real estate tip. Is there any questions in regards to the REI and AI Q&A? The floor is yours.
Mm.
But this is a little bit related. How many touches do you typically have with someone
Okay, I need you to be
from the
more
time you
more
make a first call?
more
Um,
details. How many touches you usually have when someone what?
when you have contact
Your voice is going in and out. Something's going
with a
on with your
seller
microphone.
before you actually. Hmm,
Let's try it one more time.
okay. How many contacts do you typically have with a seller before you actually close the deal?
Let me first of all, there's no way you can say what the typical is because you put the word on there before you close the deal. The deal could be closed anytime. It could be closed on the first touch. It could be closed on the 15th touch. So there is no typical how many times you touch before you close. Now, what you have to do is once you know or identify a motivated situation or an actual situation where you think it could be a good deal, you will continue to touch that person multiple times. I've touched people for 2 years. I've touched people two times a month. So on average, if I got a motivated person, I'm touching that person at least for the first 30 days. I'm hitting them at least 2 to 3 times, and after that, about once a month. And that's how it typically goes, depending on the lead source, depending on the motivation, and so on.
Mhm.
Anyone else? Going once.
Hey, Charles, I got a neighbor who's thinking about selling his properties. He has quite a few of them, but the thing is that they're all condos,
Okay.
and he wants to let them all go all together. He doesn't want to sell them individually.
And the question
How would
is,
uh is that how would I go about, is that something I should probably really just strictly pitch to an investor if he's looking to
well,
sell 10
come on now,
properties?
Brian. You know the answer to that already. Do you really think a homeowner is going to buy 10 condos? Come
Yeah,
on now.
no,
You know the answer
yeah.
to that one already.
A lot
Uh,
of them are a lot of them are one bedrooms as well too. So there are 10 of them. I want to say about four of them are one bedrooms.
yeah. So that's definitely an investor deal. Um, just like any other deal, you do your due diligence. You pull your comps, you pull the repairs, a whole 9 yards. You package them up as an actual package, and you do a marketing to option contract. That's the only way I would market that. I would give it 14 days, and try to see if you can find a buyer in that 14 days doing on a marketing to option contract if the numbers make sense.
Which makes sense. Gotcha. All right.
I can't tell you how many deals I looked at and done and people we work with done where the numbers didn't make any sense at all. But because we just put it on a contract and start marketing, lo and behold, we found that needle in a haystack and somebody actually wanted the deal. So
Wow.
that's the type of situation where you will say, okay, this deal isn't very good. A marketing option contract ain't gonna cost me nothing but my time to market it. And depending on how good you are in marketing and what you do with marketing, that could be really not that much time. Not to mention, anytime you have a deal, we will also help you market it through our marketing list and our buyers as well. So that's the approach I would take on that one. If it's a questionable deal, now if it's a good deal, your chances of finding somebody increases. I still would
Okay.
do the marketing option contract because you're talking about 10 properties.
Okay. All right, cool.
Charo, but why would we get uh, under contract with a deal that is not a good deal? Not saying this deal is not a good deal. An example,
See, the
like,
example of not a good deal is twofold. I used a blanket word by said not a good deal. That doesn't mean every deal. For example, if I got a deal that's the ARB is 100,000, the actual value is 100 is the actual asking price is 100,000, the repair cost is 100,000, the person can't get any short sale or can't fall any qualifications or anything like that, then that's not a deal I'm not going to do a marketing option contract on. When I refer to a marketing auction contract, I'm talking about marginal deals, deals that are very close to being not that good. But if you find that needle in a haystack buyer, you put it under contract and market it. Those are what I'm referring to. Not a deal where you're in the hood, you're around 15 properties that's boarded up. There's somebody laying in the street, just got shot in the head. We're not talking about one of those deals.
okay, got it.
Anybody
And
else?
Charles, I've been having I got a few questions about the daily record.
Go right ahead.
So I've been getting the emails every day as far as the auction emails, as far as just take those addresses and go skip trace them. Is it
Well, here's
essentially
the
what
thing. You shouldn't just be doing the emails. You should also be looking at the actual filings that's in on the website. They have the filings, the same filings that's in the actual um, newspaper is on the website. So you should be looking at the actual right of redemption filings. Those are on the website. Those won't be an email. Pre-foreclosure. I'm not sure if they started pre-foreclosure emails. I know they have it on the website for the pre-foreclosures. Auction notifications, that's what you mentioned in regards to emails. So you got
Yeah.
three sources there. You got the notification of notice of redemption, you got pre-foreclosure, and you got auction.
Um,
Now, in regards to the notice of redemption, those are going to be listings that's going to be on the actual website, and you have to read over them. The same thing that's in the newspaper is on the website, and you have to
okay.
read each listing to find the phrase that says right of redemption. That means it's a tax sale foreclosure, and somebody's going to get foreclosed on, and that's a high motivation situation when a
Right
person is going to be foreclosed on and they're writing redemption up in the newspaper.
right of redemption.
That's what you're looking for. Notice, and in the actual reading it says right of redemption.
Under public notices.
That's
Because when I
correct.
go, all right, yeah, because when I'm looking at the public notices on the real estate, it just has everything listed together. It's not like pre-foreclosures or
I know you
probate.
got to read. You got to go through the notices.
Gotcha. All
Yeah,
right,
you
cool.
got to go through each notice. Now, there's an easy way to do that. You do know that you could actually screenshot whatever is up on that screen, upload it into ChatGPT, and say, break this down by each notice. Give me all the ones for right of redemption.
Can I
You
get
know you could do
convergence?
that, right?
Can I
No,
get
we didn't know that
convergence
till
to
just
do
now.
that? Can
I
I get
didn't.
convergence to do that as well too?
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Could I get convergence to do that as well too, possibly?
Possibly, absolutely. So
Okay.
I can't say you can with convergence because I haven't tried that. But
Okay.
what we use at our company all the time, that image scanning feature. I don't know why a lot of people don't use that. That
The
image
who?
scanning feature allows you to take a screenshot of anything and say, in this screenshot, I want you to find me all of the listings that have right of redemption, put them in a spreadsheet with the actual columns that I want in that spreadsheet. And it will create the actual spreadsheet with all those properties that come up on that actual image. And then you will put it in an actual table on your chat GPT that you can copy and paste and put into a CSV file. We're talking about some high level stuff here, y'all. And that's with any image. So think in terms of images, think in terms of anything you want to take a picture of. Like if you want to copy somebody's marketing piece, all you got to do is take a picture of that marketing piece and tell ChatGPT, I want you to create the exact same marketing piece for my company, but break down this as an image prompt so that I can put in my information. And ChatGPT will break down that actual image and make it into an image prompt, and it'll give you all the details that's on that image so that you can put your image in there, and it will create a similar like marketing piece just like the one you took a picture of.
Okay.
Charles,
Yes.
that's real powerful. When you scan it in, does it have to be in a particular
It
format,
ain't got to
like
be scanned
JPEG?
in. Remember, I'm not saying the word scan. I'm saying the word take a picture.
Okay.
Screenshot and picture. Yeah.
Now, there's two ways. You could do a screenshot, or you can just use your phone and take a picture of whatever you want to take a picture of and upload it in there.
And there's a tab at ChatGPT, where you can upload that to.
Yes, sir.
Let me show it to you guys.
Now, just asking, would the right of redemption be under the summary, or would that be under the ad text, possibly? Do you remember?
Yeah, I got to check with my VA. I haven't done that in I don't know how long.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
I would check with him and let him find out for you.
Okay.
Okay, you guys see the screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, this is 4.0. Do you see this X right here?
Yeah.
You click on it.
Plus sign.
Bam. Upload.
Okay. Got
That
it.
means upload from your actual computer. You take a picture of an image, you send it to yourself as an email, you download it on your computer, and then you upload it inside of ChatGPT. I'll give you an example. I love giving examples. So let's find an image of an actual, and this is, I mean, this one feature that you guys are learning with ChatGPT image is just, it's worth $1,000. So I'll be waiting for my $1,000 later. Okay, here's the actual image I'm showing you guys. Let me pull it up on the screen. Let me know if you see this image. I'm going to slide it over. Let's say you like this ad. And actually, we did this this is one of our clients, Hot Water Express. We did this exact strategy for one of the ads he's found on Facebook ads he's doing marketing campaigns for. We did this exact strategy. So we're going to take this ad. And then we say, man, this ad looks good. I like this. I'm going to make this my ad. I'm going to change this up. So what you tell ChatGPT, I want you to extract. Now, I want you to create a prompt, image prompt, based on the details inside of this image. I plan on replicating it. Bam. So my prompt says, I want you to create an image prompt based on the details inside of this image. I plan on replicating it. I hit that. ChatGPT does its little magic. Bam. It gives me the image prompt plus the details that I have in it. For example, $49, top left blue ribbon banner with the text, no breakdown guarantee. So basically what I would do, I would change this text from this company and put in the words that I want to represent my company. So the way I would do that is I would grab a notepad, because I like using notepad on my computer. So I'm going to grab a blank notepad. It's the app that's on Windows. It's on every Windows computer. It's free. And I'm going to copy this exact prompt it gave me. I'm going to put it on Notepad, and I'm going to paste it. And now that it's here, I'm going to go through it and see what do I want to change to make this image mine. So it says, let's see, I don't have any issues with the actual situation. African American family, I like that. What we're talking about now is maybe changing some colors and so on. So on the top right, we have a top left blue ribbon banner. My actual company information, my company color is orange. So I'm going to say orange ribbon banner with white text. I don't have any problem with that. And it says no breakdown guarantee. So basically what I did was, and let me pull it back up. What I did was I looked at that actual design right here, and I got an idea of what I want to change. Okay, I want to change that ribbon to blue, to orange to represent my color. I want to change the $49. I want to change the AC tune-up. That's fine. We offer AC tune-up. My schedule, I want mine to be November the 10th, and my company is whatever, whatever, whatever. So that's what I'm going to change. So I'm going to go back to the notepad and read through the details. Top left orange ribbon, no breakdown guarantee. Do I use that phrase? I'm going to say no breakdown guarantee. No, let me see, a good word for breakdown. No breakdown guarantee. Let's call it our no hassle guarantee. Top right brand text, Hot Water Express. That's not my company. My company is We Fix AC.com. Air and smaller. I don't need the word air. So I'm going to take this out. Bottom center, large, bold, white text with blue outline, right? Remember, my actual color scheme is orange. Let's take out this blue. And my price is $99, not $49. Next to it is a blue-white AC tune-up. I'm going to call mine HVAC tune-up. Below in a purple rounded banner, I want my secondary color to be a green rounded banner. With script font says schedule April 30th. I want mine to be November. Then it says single unit price. I look at all of this. This offer expires since I got it November. I'm going to say 12. Then we go to the style. Family phone, I have no problem with that. Cozy, reliable home, no problem. Textile, clean, bold promo fonts, that's fine. So I'm going to take all of this, copy, and now I'm going to open up a new window. And I'm going to go to my, oh, that's right, it's already built in now. I'm going to go here and put create image, Control V, Shift, Control V. Here we go. I got create image, a cheerful African-American family of 4, yada, yada, yada. So I did not have a problem with any of the other stuff he had on that actual image. So let's pull that image back up. I didn't have a problem at all with this because I'm a black-owned company and I want to have represent this black-owned family as the promotion for this actual post. I put in there all the stuff I wanted to change, and now I wait. So we have the original image. And we have in the one that is making for us. With our details. Now, I may have to do this 2 or 3 times to make sure all the words and writing is good, but I won't have to do it no more than 2 or 3 times. I may not only have to do it no times at all after this, because it may just already be perfect, and I may just have to fix a word or something, change a word or a letter, and I can use Canva to delete a letter or a word or something. Look at that. I mean, oh my God, I'm a genius. So there is no reason at all you can't make marketing pieces for any business. Any. Look at that. Give me a standing ovation.
Ooh,
Yeah, I like that. That's cool.
And you said you could pick that ad and someplace find out how popular this ad is relative to other ones.
Well, if this is an ad that's on Facebook, you can go to Facebook ad library and you can check the actual ads that this company has run. Any questions regarding this strategy? Now remember, this is just one use I'm giving you guys. This is just one. I mean, what this new feature in ChatGPT can do now, ChatGPT should be, or you got to tell me, Brian, does Abacus has the new image feature of ChatGPT yet?
I haven't tested it out in there yet. I can try it out right now. Let's see.
Yeah, but either way, guys, I urge everyone, get off of that free plan with ChatGPT and sign up for that paid plan, that $20 a month. This will be the best $20 next to the REI AI automation you will ever spend.
Hey,
That's
Charles,
pretty
you
amazing,
mentioned
Charles.
Charles, when you mentioned Facebook ad library,
Yes.
that's only considering like paid ads, right? That's not post.
No, we're talking about ads.
Okay.
That's why I gave him Facebook ad library, because he said ads.
Well, that's what I'm asking you to
Yes,
clarify.
it's only ads. It's only ads. It won't do that with posts in regards to how many times the person ran the post and all that stuff. No.
Do you know if Claude does this too? Or?
Nothing does it as good as ChatGPT. Nothing.
Okay, well, I got my $20 in already, so I'm gonna start using it.
Yeah, Akil, you guys, I mean, what you can do with this, Akil, you need to check out one of the trainings I did 2 weeks ago where I broke all this down. I mean, people are doing some illegal crap with this, man. People are taking pictures of their receipts and changing the receipts for tax documents.
Wow.
And you can't tell.
Nice. Well, not nice, but
So this one tool, man, what it can do is just sick. It's just crazy. I did a video, Akil, like I said, 2 weeks ago. I break down this tool and a lot of the feature it has, go over that. It got a lot of ways in which you could use it.
I'm gonna definitely check it out.
No problem, man. Any other questions?
It's not in the back.
Charles.
Yes.
Charles, I have a question. So last night I was playing with ChatGPT, and I did a podcast interview a week ago that went live, and I think I sent you the link for it. Because I want to use the podcast to be the
I'm sorry,
content for
who's
my
this
book.
speaking? This is
Oh, it's
Russ.
Russ.
Yeah,
This
do
is
me a
Russ.
favor,
I'm sorry.
Russ.
Yeah.
Anytime
Yeah.
you're doing something in the group, send it to the group. So
Oh,
in other words, post it in the group so that the whole group has advantage of it.
okay. So
Yes, but
I,
go ahead. I'm
I
sorry.
no, that's okay. So yesterday I was playing with ChatGPT, and I downloaded my podcast in the ChatGPT and tried to convert it into a book, and it kind of got snagged. I don't know if basically um it it was going to convert it for me, and it started to convert some of it, but it got confused and actually like grabbed onto that I used to have a poop scooping business and did a whole different pull from ChatGPT from a thing I did like a month ago,
Yeah.
and created this cool book really quick, but wasn't really on what I wanted it to do, which was basically download my podcast and upload it as content for the book connecting versus networking that I'm doing.
And here's the reason why. ChatGPT has a feature they released about 5, 6 days ago. It's called memory. And
Okay.
everything in your memory, it will try to recall unless you tell it not to do for the specific task you're doing.
Okay.
That's what's
So,
going on. It's
okay.
pulling what's in your memory. It thinks it's helping you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
Yeah.
I just have to go back in and tell it ignore the other stuff,
Exactly.
download this
Exactly.
book, download my podcast and convert it into the current book.
Yes. Now the other aspect
Okay.
is how much time was the podcast? Because depending on if you
Uh,
have the free plan or the paid plan, it may not do it. And here's the reason why.
um.
It only
Yeah.
has but so much of a context window. Context window is how much information you could ask for it to output. So if you
Yeah.
got the paid plan, I think, well, damn, they got a
Well,
new one
currently
that came. Go ahead.
I have the free plan. I have the free plan right
Yeah,
now.
your
I
issue.
didn't
That's gonna be
switch
your
to
issue.
Abacus yet. Right. Okay.
Okay.
And
How you
it
did
was
it in
35
Abacus or
minutes.
okay, slow down a second.
Yeah.
Did you do it
I'm
in
sorry.
Abacus or did you do it in ChatGPT?
No, I did in ChatGPT. I just
Okay.
was playing with ChatGPT
Yeah.
last night.
Inside of free plan, you got limited output.
Yeah.
Depending on how long that actual podcast is, how many minutes, it's only going to do but so many underneath the free plan.
It was 35 minutes total, broken
Yeah.
down into segments. Yeah.
Yeah, you may have a problem with that, not only just because of what I just said, but because of the fact that 35 minutes could easily be, let's say, 100,000 words. And on
Right.
the free plan, they give you a limit on the output of text that it will put out because it's the free plan.
Right. Yeah.
So keep that in mind too. And you can easily do it. You can easily do it. Here's a little secret.
Hmm.
Ask the actual tool what you can do. In other words, what is your output limit for this free plan? And it will
Okay.
tell you
Yeah.
what the output limit is for the free plan.
It did tell me that I couldn't download it, and then I said, "Well, how do I download it?" And then it downloaded it, but it only downloaded like, a couple of the segments.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I would like I said, but you said it also downloaded some segments that wasn't a part of it.
Well, it created
Segments that wasn't a part
a
of it.
book outline. Yeah, it created a book outline based off of a business
Yeah.
plan that I had created a month ago called Doggy Duty.
Yeah,
So,
that's why.
yeah.
The memory
Okay.
feature.
Right. Yeah.
Anyone else?
All right. Thank you, by the way.
No problem, Russ.
Hey, Charles, it's Ernie. You could hear me?
Go E.
Yeah, tell me that memory, how far back does it go? Do you know?
Yeah, I don't have that answer. It was a feature that just was released, like I said, a week ago at the most. It was a week ago. I don't have that answer, but we could ask ChatGPT.
Okay.
Your new memory feature. How far back do you pull from?
So, let me see.
There you go. I don't pull things you only explicitly save using memory. Like when I say got it, I'll remember that for the future chats or when you ask me to remember something. There are long-term memories that stay available across all chats, even weeks or months apart. I don't automatically remember everything you've said in every past conversation. If you haven't asked me to remember something, it won't be saved. As for
That's
let me finish reading. As far as how far back, if it's in the memory list, I can reference it on no matter how old it is. If it's not in memory, I can only use what's in the current conversation or anything you've uploaded or told me to. If you want, I can show you what's currently in your memory or updated. Just let me know.
Hey, thanks, Charles.
Yeah, I think if you go back and specify exactly what you're looking for, it'll pull no matter how far back.
yeah.
I love this
I,
feature, man. I love
I,
this
I,
whole just ask it what you want to know.
yeah. I asked if it could read all my old chats, and it said no. And then I said, "Can you go back and do a summary of all of my old chats to create a something on this topic?" It gave me like 35 pages.
Yeah. So it can read it, but it can't read it, but it can give you a summary.
Yeah, do you see what I mean? I
Yeah,
said, "Give me a
yeah.
summary of
No,
it."
you gotta realize. That's an excellent point in regards to large language models. They hallucinate. They'll tell you what they believe is the truth, but it's not always the truth. That was an exact example. He asked it, can it go back in his memory and pull it back? It said no, but then he asked it, could you summarize what's in my memory? And it did it. Next question.
Hey, Charles, this is not really a question. This is kind of a statement. Can we set up how to analyze the deals, like, and what information we need relevant to it before, we start presenting it? Just lay out a template.
Now, be a little bit more specific. I'm trying to understand
Okay,
what you're
for
saying.
instance, um, Brian said he had the 10 property deal.
Right.
When you set it up, you should have like the list for us and say, hey, this is what I got. So you got to share with us something so we can help. Meaning 10 properties, XYZ are located here. This is what I have on the values. If
Yeah,
if
well,
you have that information.
yeah, and I'll be honest with you. The answer to that is yes, yes, we can do that, but that should be a given if you want somebody to analyze a deal.
Well, if you don't know, you don't know.
Yeah, I agree. But
That's all.
I agree 100%. So yes, there can be a sheet that you could say, use this sheet to analyze deals, or put in, if you have a deal. In fact, we're going to do that. We're going to create a whole category inside of school. And in that school category, it's going to be for deals. I'll create a whole category where you could submit your deals for review. And well, actually, if it's going to be,
Hey, Joe.
it's probably going to have to be a classroom post, because it's going to have guidelines on it. So it won't be a post where I would post it here. It will be in the classroom. I will put a actual closed post in here where you could submit any deals you want us to review, and it's going to have the guidelines. And then you just basically, Oh, I could give it a. Yeah, I got to work this one out because
Hey,
Yeah,
Charles,
I mean, something to think
how
about.
yeah, you guys don't have the ability to post in the classroom. So I got to figure this one out
how
because
about a how about an AI agent that if somebody has a deal, they can call the agent and the agent will ask them questions about what their deal is, and transcribe it for them so that they can present it to you in an orderly fashion.
well, you could do that. You could create that agent, but you have to know, hey, these are the details that the deal has and all that stuff. That's the same thing that's going back with my original statement. If you have a deal, you should know to have all the details for the deal before you ask about it. That goes back
Yeah,
to my original statement. But
but
the
that's what
answer,
I'm saying. If let's say, for example, if I had something and I called the AI agent, the AI agent would be asking me questions that maybe I didn't think about before, and then I can research it before I actually presented it to you.
yeah, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out a way that you guys could do it. I may just have my VA create a form that you fill out with the deal on it, and it automatically have him post it inside of a classroom. That's going to be probably be the way to do it. I'm going to have him create a form, and the link is going to be on it's going to be on a actual post, and that post will say deal review link, and you click on that link, fill in the information on that form. It goes to my VA. My VA puts it in the actual category inside of the classroom, and we'll be able to review it that way. That's going to be the way to do it. So I'll have that up and running no later than Thursday, maybe Friday, the latest, where you guys will be able to fill out the deal review form and just fill in information if you have a deal you want to review, and my team will add it inside of we'll create a whole course that says, a whole classroom that says deal reviews or deal spotlight, REI deal spotlight. Yeah, we'll do it that way. Any other questions? Okay. Now, which brings me to what you talked about 2 weeks ago, maybe 4 weeks ago. I gave you guys Replit and I talked about it, right? I talked about, hey, this is what's going on with it. This is how you use it. This is all this and so on. And we've been doing stuff with it for the last month, which brings me to what you guys are talking about in regards to creating a deal review this and so on. I'm going to show you some of the ways we're using it in our company. One, we do a lot of website designs and stuff for our clients. And one of the things you want on these website designs is automations and HTML animations and different types of text effects and so on. I'll give you an example. This is a client we're working with right now, and we had to add all these different automations in it and stuff. And one of the ways that we did it in the past was just having a spreadsheet with it on there. So we use Replit to create a website that has all the automations on it, and our developer can just go to the website and just pick which automation he wants to add on any site. So let's say he wants to add for photography, and these are automations that he could put on a site for photography. If he want to add for animations, these are different animation automations that he could add on the website. If you want to add JavaScripts, if you want to add the hero section. So I know this may not apply to most of you guys unless you do your own website adding onto your website, but that's one of the ways in which we created an app that give us all these automations in one website, and all he has to do, it even created the actual code for the automations and everything. And all he has to do is choose which automation he wants, go to the website design, put it on the website, bam, he's done. That was one way we're using the app builder. Another way we're using the app builder is, I showed this to you guys, but I just keep on coming up with different ways to add to this thing. We actually created the CB which is Chucky Buys Lucky Houses real estate calculators. And this is a page that has all the different real estate calculators that we use in our as a transaction engineer. It breaks down the features. It breaks down the actual calculators. We have a wholesale calculator. We have the buy and hold calculator. We have the subject to calculator. We have the lease option calculator, the owner finance calculator, the novation calculator, the multifamily calculator, the BRRRR calculator, and the rehab and flip calculator. And it basically allows you to upload a picture of the property, allows you to put in the information of the property, and you put in the details, and it calculates the deal. And then it also breaks down if it's a good deal, bad deal, fair deal, yada, yada, yada. And it lets you also download it and send it out as a PDF. And all of that was just by telling the no-code builder what I want. We even got a feature on there where it is AI integrated to ask questions about real estate. And we even got a feature on there where it's a strategy advisor. You put in your strategy, what you're trying to do, and it advises you on how to get to that outcome. All from Replit, along with all those other apps I already created. So this is real functionality, real stuff that you could do in your business, applying the stuff you're learning in this group.
So,
questions?
Yeah. So, Charles, so after it makes it in Replit and you upload it onto what, Go High Level, are you changing the locations of the databases and the spreadsheet?
Let's back up. I'm not uploading it to Go High Level because Replit has its own web server. I could just give it a domain name and it will be housed on its web server no matter if I keep it, no matter if I have my account or not. It will stay on their server because it was already produced.
Okay.
Now, what I could do, I can't bring this into Go High Level, but I can download the files and upload it into my own hosting account as well. Go High Level have their own infrastructure to make templates. What my team can do, because remember, this is not just a website. What we just saw, who was that? That was George?
Yeah.
George.
Yeah, George, that's not just a website. That's an app because it has built-in calculations. It has all that AI integration stuff. So that's not just a website. That's an actual web app.
Well, it's running HTML code though, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's also running ChatGPT. It's also running JS. It's also running API keys from different systems. That's way more than a website.
So if we see a website we like, how do we make Replit replicate it?
If you see a website that you like, how do you make Replit replicate it? If it's a website, it's going to give you its best interpretation of that site. It will not be a clone by clone situation where it will be exactly. It will have the same functionality, the same features, but it will have its own layout and its own branding as close to what you gave it. The power of Replit is not website, guys. The power of Replit is app building. The power of Replit is adding in those APIs and/or the actual JS and CSS codes that allow you to do calculations and all that stuff. That's the power of Replit. You could go anywhere. There's a couple of sites where I could put in a URL, and I'll give it to you guys. I'll find one or two of them, where I could give it a URL of a website, and it will clone the website. It will give you an exact clone of the website that you could put in your hosting. Those type of sites are out there easily. But the power of Replit is the app builder that has a website part in it, because that's what this is. The only thing that makes this a website is the fact that it's hosted. That's the only thing that makes it a website, the fact that it's hosted. This is an app. With the calculation feature and the AI, this is an app. This isn't a website, only by name. The same thing with this one. This is an app. It just has the actual front end of a website.
What did I miss there?
Any other questions?
You're on a paid plan with Replit, right?
Yes, absolutely. When I started making all the apps and I saw what we could do with this, that was a no-brainer for me. And I'm gonna tell you guys the same thing. If you can't figure out how you could make money or use it in your business to make money, don't buy it. You're not in this group to have a hobby. Which brings to the next most important point. The most important point. I got 75 members in this group now. Maybe once a week, I get a member in the group that's contacting me and saying, Charles, how do I do this? Maybe one member a week. You guys are grossly underusing this group. Grossly. The exception to that is Lewis. And I think number 2 would be probably George and Ernie. But everybody else, you're just consuming what I'm giving you and not even questioning or saying outside of here or even in here. Well, how do I use it with this? I'm doing this in my business. That's the purpose of the group. I'm going to get off of my high horse now, but just want to let you know that.
Charles, I'm glad that you said that. I missed a whole lot because I just had a call. I came in from a homeowner, right? What is this that I'm looking at? Because I was just about to go ahead and ask you, what are you doing now for your estimated repairs now that material prices are going up, right? And now I'm looking at I think this is a calculator. I do want to add a calculator to my website.
Let me answer the first question. Material prices always go up.
Right.
They always go up. So you have to adjust when it comes to in regards to the strategy that you're doing. You have to be more knowledgeable if you're doing rehabs because you have to know in regards to the actual scope of work you're working with your contractors, what that cost is going to be. If you're a wholesaler, you got to get close, not exact in regards to rehab. You ain't got to be exact. You got to be close enough. But that's not an equation that you have to say, oh, now cost is going up. How do I change? No, that's knowledge you have to acquire anyway.
Right. So I do have a sheet that I was using last year that was pretty good.
Yep.
Right. So I was just thinking to myself, now that material went up, right, especially all this tariff thing going on, should I just, all right, what people are adjusting the rehabs to now?
Okay. Are you doing? That's a great question. Are you doing rehabbing or are you doing wholesaling?
I'm not doing rehabbing no more. I'm doing wholesaling.
Then stop worrying about being exact with your repair costs.
No,
you don't
I get it. I'm not trying to be exact.
Well, you don't need to
on a ballpark.
No. You're overthinking this. You're overthinking this. This. Close is good enough as a rehabber. And as a matter of fact, I would tell most of you guys, don't even give a rehab estimate. Break the deal down based on the numbers and just say, here's the property. Do you want it or not?
Right.
Do not give them repair costs.
I don't give them repair costs, but it's for me to know if it's a good deal or not.
Yeah.
Because what I don't like doing is bringing trash.
Yeah, and here's what's going to happen. You tell me, how do you think you're going to be exactly close enough with the actual rehab costs unless you bring in a contractor who's going to do an actual price quote sheet for you that you can use as a guideline? because you don't do rehabs, you do wholesale. So that means you're going to have to get a contractor, pay that contractor $50, $75, $100, and say, based on current pricing, could you give me an actual price sheet that I could use to guesstimate repair costs?
You just answered my question right there. That's what I'm about to do.
You know, the chats do it. Like I was in QN and the other ones, and you just analyze. I had them analyze a deal, and I said, "This is the square footage," and it came up with pricing, and the pricing wasn't bad. And I had to ask,
Yeah,
where
you
did you get
told
the
me about
pricing
that,
from?
George. Yeah,
Huh?
George told me about that 2 weeks ago. Which LLM you use, George?
I think that was cute Quinn. I think that was Quinn, but all of them will do it if you just tell them the address of the property and
But
give them the
here's the
square footage.
problem. Here's the
Yeah,
problem. You know the problem,
Right.
George.
what that?
They lie sometimes. So if you
Right.
have no, if you are a wholesaler who has no history of or have no knowledge of what that cost is going to be, and you explicitly go by that number, garbage in gives you garbage out. So I don't
Yeah,
have an issue if you use it. A person like you, George, you know what the cost should be. So you can say, yeah, this cost that came out was accurate.
yeah. No, that's why I did it. But I agree. I don't even like wholesalers trying to give pricing. Just give
Yeah,
square footages. Just get
yeah,
the square
exactly.
footages and pictures, and let
Exactly.
everybody else
Right.
figure out what they want to do.
Okay, got it. But just for the record, I have tried that method again, the estimated report repair from DeepSeek and Grok. Both of them is good.
Okay. Which brings me to the question, why didn't you answer your own question?
Because like you said, right? Like you said, the last time I did a rehab was last year and the prices went up, right? So
Uh-huh.
I'm going to DeepSeek, I'm looking at Grok, right? And
Uh-huh.
it's just me. I want to make sure that, I'm good. I want to be confident. It's not like I know my stuff is trash. I'm just probably you guys probably had some other methods that y'all was going that I could have put on my arsenal.
Yeah,
That's
I'm gonna
it.
tell you right now, and this is something with you guys. There's only 3 reasons why a deal don't sell: price, location, or condition. Price, location, or condition. Your market is going to tell you about your actual numbers. If you got a good, strong buyers list, they're going to tell you when it's garbage. They're going to tell you. They're going to say, I don't know where you got these numbers from, but this, especially if you're in a good, and this is what you should have, you should be all part of good, responsive Facebook groups for real estate investors. When you put some garbage in there, oh my goodness, the experienced investors is going to lay you out. So you do one deal with whatever method you did, and you know that deal numbers was way off, you're going to know better next time not to use that same approach.
Okay, cool. Okay. Now my other question, right? Are we looking at a calculator here?
Well, here's the
What's
thing.
this?
We're going to go over this one thing. I'm going to advise you to go over the videos because everybody came on time and they was able to go over what we talked about. So I want to stay on point. So I advise you to
Gotcha.
go over the video that talked about this. This is nothing more than an actual website that my team created to create animations for the designs that we do. And we use Replit
Oh,
for that.
Replit.
So that's what this is. This is an actual app that my team has created for animations that we do on website designs when we work with different clients.
Okay. Thanks.
Now, where were we?
Hey, Charles, do me a favor.
Yes.
Go back to just a quick look at that calculator page that you were at.
Uh-huh.
Okay, thanks.
All you're doing is copying the URL. I mean, I already know that. I mean, that's going to change.
Why would it change?
Because it's not for you.
Okay,
This is for our company.
all right.
So how we could build something like that?
Yes, that's my whole point. My whole point is to give you guys enough knowledge so you could fish. not just pick up the fish that I give you.
Mm-hmm.
Teach you to fish.
Hey, Charles, I got a question.
Go.
This is Ulysses. When we were doing our talking action figure, what tool do you use to make you do the whole body gesture? I want to do a VSL of the action figure, but I wanted to use the whole body gesture.
Dramania. That tool is called Dramania. It is. I'm going to pull it up right now.
Is that with a D?
Yes. In fact, let me do a Google search. Google.
I appreciate it.
Right here. Dramania.capcut.com. That's it right there. And then you go over here to lip sync, and their lip sync will have actual body movement if the image has a whole body in it. So the image got to have a full body in it for it to animate the body as well as the actual lips.
So you got to use both of them?
Say that again.
You have to use both tools?
Dramania
and lip. You got to use Dramania and lip sync?
Dramania has the lip sync in it. If you look at the screen, you'll see that I'm pointing at lip sync inside of Dramania.
Okay. I got it. Thank you.
And Charles, you said you had built that calculator of Replic?
Yes.
Okay, I never heard of Replic before.
Yeah, my
I see
recommendation.
Replica.
My recommendation is go to the school community.
Got it. Yep, you said that.
And inside the school community, at the top of the screen, all these tools I mentioned, all you got to do is put the name in. Let me take this cap lock off. Replit. And you're going to see all the training, all the stuff where I talked about Replit. All of it.
Got it.
This search bar up here is a godsend when it comes to how do you find stuff. Because it searches the whole school community.
Okay.
Now, any more questions? I think I see something in the chat. Let's see, Joe. Let's see. How do you create a custom GPT? I go root said how do you create a custom GPT? Joe, inside of Chat GPT, you go inside on the left-hand side, you're able to create custom GPTs that shows up right in here.
Gotcha.
I got probably about 10 of them.
All right.
Now, they also got something called projects. That's right here. A project is sort of like a custom GPT, except you give it a predefined, let's say a predefined prompt, and you can use that project every time. I'll give you an example. Master image prompt. That's an actual project that my team use when they want to create images for certain projects. It creates the prompt. Right now we're making have you guys ever heard of POV videos?
Point of view?
Yes.
Point of view?
No.
Yeah, we're creating a POV channel. And we're using a new automation tool called N8N. It's right here. N8N. And it's a new automation tool. Just think in terms of make.com or Zapier. This is a new one. and we're creating a whole POV channel where it automatically creates the videos for us. All we got to do is go to that image prompt and say, create 5 image prompts based on biblical stories. And it'll create the image prompt. We put it in a spreadsheet, and it'll run an automation where it will create videos and send it to our YouTube channel. And this is new. This is like 2 days old. The videos just got uploaded today. Actually, I would say 5 hours ago. This channel was empty 5 hours ago. Here it is. Here it is. So it created these POV videos for us. Now, like I said, 5 hours ago. This is just geared for views to warm people up to come to the automations. That's all this channel is geared for. And all these videos is basically a point of view that's showing you something. Like this one is about you're watching Elijah call down fire. And it tells that story.
Ames holding this.
All of that was created with AI. I mean, once you put it in the spreadsheet, it creates the videos for you, sends it up there to do the whole 9 yards. You ain't got to do anything else. That's one of the things we're working on now for that, to convert people to that actual AI automation, creating that actual channel using this tool. Now, I think we can go to the actual challenge. This is my favorite part. Let's see who we got in here today. Okay. That's not the one for this week. Let's go back to the community. Here we go. Let's see, starting off with Ulysses. You there?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. I'm going to give you, actually, yours is broken down here. We can go over yours right here. Talk to me. What did you do here, my friend?
You did it 5 days ago, too.
You know, I did it like one day at a time each day. That's cool. All right, where we at? The first one is Notebook LM.
Mm-hmm.
So I did because we did a challenge on Notebook LM. So I did one for Notebook LM.
And tell me what you did. Break it down. I need the details.
Let me go here so I can see, because I'm on my phone. That's why I can't see them small writings. So what I did with Notebook LM, I just did it based off a book that I summarized, and then I put it in a YouTube video.
Okay, so you put a YouTube video in there and you summarize the book.
Yes.
Okay. Number 2 was Replit. You created an app in Replit, correct?
Yes, that was a to find boxing events.
Let's go pull it up.
All right.
Boxing event finder. So you put in the information and it tells you the boxing events and stuff.
Yeah, you put in the location,
right,
and you put in the dates, and it'll help you find boxing events, amateurs and pros.
Wow.
Because I'm a fan also, so I like to go catch some boxing once in a while.
Nice. This has value, my friend. Is
Yeah,
there anything out there like this already?
Well, they got an app out there, but it does pro fights. It doesn't do amateurs.
Yeah.
So on the amateur side, you have to be a member of USA Boxing to see all the amateur fights.
I mean, this could be a moneymaker, Ulysses. I could easily see how you could also add a directory component where the different boxing organizations and the different promoters can come in and upload their actual events.
Oh wow. Yeah. You got to
Yeah,
show
you
them how
could
to do
have
that.
it where they could sign in. Let's say that you charge them $9 a month. That gives them the
Mm-hmm.
right to come in and upload their events. They promote their actual boxing events they have.
Oh, okay. I got it. All right. No, that sounds good. That'll work.
Yeah,
I'd
man. You
add
got this. This could be a moneymaker. This could be a moneymaker.
add UFC to it.
Huh? What you say?
I said add UFC to it.
Oh yeah.
There you
I like
go. I
UFC
like
too.
that idea.
That's a good
I like
idea.
that idea.
Yeah, 'cause I like UFC and what's the other one called? What's the
Well,
other?
here's the truth.
Wrestling
Here's the
too.
truth. Here's the truth. Here's the truth about that. I don't know if I would add UFC to it or I would also make a UFC one.
Yeah.
Now here's the reason why. UFC doesn't. Boxers don't really respect UFC to the level where I don't think. And you got to tell me, Ulysses, because you're in the actual.
But,
you're there. How much do the boxing community look at the UFC community in regards to the respect they give the communities?
I think they both respect each other, but it's just a different genre.
Right.
You know, it's like the boxers kind of stay in their lane because they don't know too much about it. Now that you serve both worlds, I have served both worlds, so I respect both.
Right.
You know, so but I more so lean towards boxing, but I like UFC and I guess like all combat sport. I like a good fight period. Like I like a hockey game. You know, and I ain't watch hockey. I just watch the fights. I don't even care who's winning. I'm like waiting for the fight.
Oh my God! Come on, Ulysses.
I'm sorry.
Hold on. Let me ask you something. Do you watch those? Slap matches where they be slapping each other?
I watch that too.
Yeah.
I saw a video where somebody went up against a robot. Got their clock
I saw
clean.
that one. I saw that one. Yeah.
Hey guys, that was AI. They made that with a program called Runway. That was AI.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can
Hey,
do that.
Ulysses, I just clicked on your Notebook LLM video. That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
I would tell you, Ulysses, you got two audiences there. I would make two separate ones, one for UFC, one for boxing, and I would program the hell out of that thing and get it out there, man, and just put the word out there. I would do a grassroots campaign. You got all the actual events, so I would reach out to all the promoters and all that stuff, let them know about the app, give them 30-day free trial, use all the classic marketing stuff to get the people in this thing, man.
But how would you make it a subscription? How would you put that
inside of Replica? It lets you add a payment processor. It lets you add Stripe.
Okay.
So you can create an opt-in front end, and you can also create Stripe integration.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is a moneymaker right here, man.
So Ulysses, I've got a friend who's a wrestler who travels around quite a bit to see a good wrestling match.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If I didn't know Ulysses, I'd steal this.
It's all good.
No
hey,
problem.
everybody steals.
Nah. Don't let nobody take this. Don't let nobody take this idea from you, buddy. This is. I'm not
You're
kidding
right.
when I say that is a money-making idea, my friend.
Yeah. Okay, I got you. I'm gonna be on it.
Okay, let's see what else we got.
I know you're focused on the boxing and the UFC, but you could throw this to any sport, basically.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
You can add gamification in there where you go to so many matches and you get so many different points, and you could add so much to it.
Wow. All right.
Okay, let's go to using ChatGPT 4.0. You can use ChatGPT 4.0 to create T-shirts. Okay, there you go.
What I did, I already had this T-shirt made, designed, but as you saw in the picture with my white T-shirt on, so I put the T-shirt on me, on the AI me, and that's where you see the T-shirt is right there.
Got you.
I put it on me, but I didn't.
Nice.
I wasn't wearing it. I wasn't wearing that shirt. I was wearing the white T-shirt. So I put the
Yeah, I
what you
see it
see
right
it.
here. So you went from this
Yeah,
T-shirt and you had AI put this one on you.
right. Put
You
the
can't even tell, man. You can't even tell.
yeah, yeah. And I did that in ChatGPT 4.0.
I'm gonna tell you, man. I mean, that one. Look at this, man. I mean,
Yeah, that's
you
crazy.
you crushing it. You are crushing it with your ideas. I see you
That's
did. You also went to GenSpark, and in GenSpark you created promoter, organizer, and let's see, boxing events page. You did that. Oh, ideogram. You did prompts for a actual logo.
yeah.
You got a plumbing company?
No, that's one of my partners. So
Okay.
I did a logo for him.
You better charge them for that, man.
Yeah, I know, I know that joker.
They look good too. They look good.
Yeah, I sent it to him, right, and that joker making changes.
Well, I mean, you gotta realize that when you get into the logo and design business, you can't expect your look to be their look.
Right, that's right. You're right.
You can't expect
You're
that.
right.
But I like this one right here. This one is real creative. With the
Right.
wrench, this one is real creative. Okay, and you created. Let's see. This one was create AI generated confused boxing enthusiast images using Image FX. So this one you use Image FX.
I, yeah, yep.
Yep.
MSFX,
Okay.
yep. And create an ad, and then if you click on the ad right under it, look at that. Click on that ad right there. Unleash the champion in you.com.
Okay. Unleash the champion. I'm trying to see the link. Where's the link at that says that?
It's right under Start Your Journey.
Go up, Charles. Go up.
Okay. Oh, right there.
Yeah.
And that's why I put the questionnaire on the app.
Ah,
I did that in Gene
oh
Spark.
my goodness. Oh
Nice.
my goodness. I love the rotating emblem. I love it. You got
And
some
that was
color.
an accident. That was an accident because I wanted to make a circular logo, and they made it go in circles. So I was like, I keep it.
I love the pulsating effect right here.
Yeah.
Man, I
And
need
then
to
that's
sit.
fun to fight.
Okay, now I know. Now I know when me and Tammy want to go away for a week. Now I know who I can use to take over.
I don't know.
Man, I mean, look at this, man. You crushed it.
Thank you.
Ulysses, you cannot just let this stuff.
App,
you cannot just let this stuff sit here, man. You got to be using it. You cannot just let this be exercise you do in this school community and not have this put into whatever business you're doing.
Yes, sir.
This is a waste, man. You got
so with
the
scheduler,
you got it. You got it figured out, man.
Thanks.
So with the scheduler that he had, would you be able to attach a sports book interface with it?
It depends. First of all, if the city and I don't know. I'm not even going to start the lie like I know about sport booking and all of that, how you get associated. Now, could you be a person that reach out to a sports booking company and say, hey, I'm willing to let you put ads on my site? Yes.
No.
You could do that. I'm willing to have an exclusive deal with you. And this is how people make money on their sites when it comes to views and visitors. They get 1 million visitors, 100,000 visitors, 500,000 visitors. Then they'll go to something like like you just mentioned, a sports book company and say, I'm willing to give you exclusive right to put ads on about your sports booking company if you pay me $10,000 a month. And they're going to want to know what your traffic look like. They want to know all the details behind it and so on. So yes, great idea, Larry.
Then you go on down to the number 7. Those are the 5 ads you had me do. And as you was talking about
number 7 right here. Create a flyer.
Yeah, click on that because that's my new company logo. It's gonna,
Ah.
it's gonna, it's gonna be AI digital marketing. I already got the LLC.
I got to stop teaching you, man. You're going to steal what I teach you. I got to stop that. Nah, man, there's more than enough. There's more money out here than anybody can do.
Yeah, I know.
I like
I know
that.
you're
I like
joking.
that. Transform your business with eye-catching flyers. So you're going to do a flyer business.
No, that's just to get in the door. I'm going to do the whole business, the whole digital marketing business.
Okay. Right
And I was just
recommendation.
showing.
You know, your low-hanging fruit is to be a actual freelancer on Fiverr.
Okay.
Put some gigs together, put it on Fiverr.
Okay. Well,
Excellent,
that's my
man.
new logo right there.
I like it.
Thank you.
Next. Man, I feel sorry for who got to go next. Oh, Lewis.
Thank you.
Let's see what we got here. The drive. Lewis, the floor is yours. Tell me what to do.
Well, there are 7 folders there. So start with number 1.
Number 1 says clone yourself using AI. So this one you cloned yourself. Tell me about it. Which tool you use, and which challenge was this?
The folders are labeled according to what the challenge is named.
Got you. Okay, clone yourself using AI. So let's pull up the clone.
Se cita a Nelson Mandela diciendo, aprendí que el coraje no es la ausencia de miedo, sino el triunfo sobre él. El hombre valiente no es el que no siente miedo, sino el que conquista ese miedo.
That's one.
Nelson Mandela is quoted as saying, I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear.
Excellent job, Lewis. I just got
Hey,
one
Ed,
problem,
Ed, was that a good translation?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I was actually wondering if it was real, so that was actually really good.
No, I said, was the translation accurate?
Yeah, he just said it was really good.
I can't hear him.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I just got one problem, Lewis. I can barely deal with one of you. I don't know if I can deal with 3 of you, man.
What you talking about?
Nothing, man. Let's go with number 2. Create
number 2.
Create an article, email, and SMS with Chat GPT. Open her up.
That's the prompt right there.
Mm-hmm.
And then those 2 folders actually, what the challenge asked for was to compare ChatGPT with DeepSeek. So one of those documents is ChatGPT, and the other one is DeepSeek. It was all about learning about creating an article to teach about auctions, how to find them, terminologies, all that kind of stuff. What makes a good deal, etc.
Tell me your thoughts. Since you did the comparison, what was your thoughts on the 2?
Pretty good. It was kind of you had to ask the LLM twice basically to write the article. The first time it gave back a what do you call it, outline with bullet points and stuff, and I said, okay, now I asked you for the article. Now take the outline and give me an article,
Gotcha.
But yeah, stuff you could use. Well, stuff I could use. How's that?
Excellent. Suno, create a song. Let's listen to one. Which one you like the best? The first one or the second one?
Well, you can skip that because I used one of those songs in one of the other challenges.
Okay. Before. Create 4 images. Create 4.
No. That's number 4. Create images from ChatGPT and make videos out of it with Halo and so those are the images, and then the video You can see down at the bottom right. And that's where the song that I created is playing with the video.
You got a house that needs to go, no time to wait. Step one is to shine it up, don't hesitate. Clean the corners, paint it neat, make it glow. That's the secret, now let's start the show. 15 steps, it's so dark. Alright, play this tune every morning, every night. Golden advice.
Go ahead, Lewis.
Sell high, get the best price. Picture perfect, take a snap like a star. Post it online, shining brighter than a car.
Lewis, I'm proud of you, man. You crushed that.
Yeah, like that.
If it wasn't for the fact that you sold a house to your twin brother, that was all right, man.
Yeah, I don't. You know what? When you use when you train file and then you put your you want the images and you got more than one person in it.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how you describe those people. I want a white couple, and it keeps putting me and a Latino girl or you know.
Yeah. No problem, man. But that, I mean, you crushed that one, man. That song was great. The video putting together the video was great. I mean, you crushed it. Let's see what else we got. Okay, let's go back to we're number 5 now. Using convergence AI, make an AI automation.
Yeah, I had convergence basically scrape Facebook for Filipino websites looking for VAs.
Oh, okay. Wow.
I'm looking for people who are on those websites, on those Facebook groups, who could possibly be candidates, basically.
Got you. And let's go to number 6. Number 6 is mastering Google AI Studio new features. We got Lewis on his Harley. That's not a Harley, actually. Watch out, Jerome.
Looking good, Lewis. Looking good.
Lions and lambs chilling.
Yeah, I agree. If I was that lamb, I would watch out. That foot is like right over his head. Oh, let's go back. I did.
That's nice.
Mm-hmm. There you go. And last but not least, number 7, ChatGPT image from prompts. I gotta hear the song. I gotta hear it.
I can't hear it on from your speaker.
Bad cash flow, boosted. Fucking houses, dog, what you produce there. Prefer a crib, chain, pocket swole. Stacking racks hot, like I'm digging gold. I'm splitting it in. Referrals, man, cashing big bucks. I'm ready for Snoop and Chase. Looking like a move all money is smoke. Eyes lined up, you run the block. Never go fire, the market go pop. Every home a ticket, chasing on the web. Mailbox full green, stacks every day. A flick of the wrist, contact click. Got the key to riches, my hustle so slick. Grimy cubicles, I ain't got time. Property pursuit, network, cash flow climb. Rooms and pads, all styles and shit. Before client's crib, hit the money parade. I know so long, and I'm dancing off stacks. Homes getting snatched, numbers coming like a fax. Crib by crib, I'm sweating it in money. Turning referrals, man, catching big bucks. I'm ready to pursuit, the cheddar's no joke. Looking like a move, all the money is smoke.
You didn't know I could rap like that, did you?
Nah, I didn't, man. I didn't. That was excellent. You created an action figure.
Yeah, just use the right arrow. Go to the next one.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, this is the Louis Navarro talking action figure. Buy me, take me home.
Diary of a Mad House Hunter. I like it. Ellen Laurel Navarro. How to become a house hunter and make big money in your spare time. All right, all right.
In the words of Will Rogers, even if you are on the right track, you'll get run over if you just sit there. What's your question?
Excellent, Louis. There you go. Success. There's money in real estate.
Yeah, guy on the cruise, he said something like that to me. We were down in the laundry room. He says, I heard there's money in real estate.
10
Yeah,
viral.
I heard the same
Here's the
thing.
one right here. I remember this one. The 10 viral titles and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. The prompt text. You crushed it too, Louis. You knocked it out the ballpark.
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't
nice.
think I didn't think somebody could follow up with Ulysses, and you damn sure did follow up. Excellent.
Thank you, thank you,
That
thank
was
you.
nice.
Let's go next with George, who was in George was in Costa Rica doing homework. Is George still here?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay. I noticed you didn't say yes, I was.
Well, I was.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, best way to go through this one, George, is to go through here.
Yeah, only the images didn't upload, so I just tried to do one thing from each one.
Okay.
So I created an app and read it.
Okay, let's pull it up. Here we go. You got to make me, you want to collect my email information, man. Come on. Come on, George.
Hey, I mean, you said it's for property. You got a tenant
Actually,
registration.
I got to go to the register box. I'm on the wrong one. I got to, oh my goodness.
Yeah. You don't have to do all of it.
Hey. I think it was Ulysses we talked about as far as putting together a front end where you have people opt in and all that stuff, Ulysses. Actually, they don't match. I just noticed that.
Uh-huh.
This is what he did. He created a front end where there's an opt-in.
Oh, okay.
So,
and this is the only way the person can get inside is by opting in. I'm a tenant, and he had a breakdown. I'm a tenant. I'm a property manager. Oh my goodness, you went sophisticated on this one. Register.
I got to put owners in there too.
Woo! Go ahead. So tell me about this app. What is it?
Yeah, nice.
I was just going to build out a property management company, and I wanted to be able to have tenants log into it and order services like repair services and things like that.
Oh my goodness, you're going to
and
put me out of business.
I'm just going to try to expand on it.
You're going to put me out of business. Oh my goodness. Woo! This is a good one.
Yeah, nice.
So you're going to add the payment processor to it too?
I don't know. I really don't like taking payments.
Okay, gotcha. So they're going to do it for free?
No, I like to build the owners.
Gotcha.
It depends. I'm working on that. I'm going to decide if I'm going to take payments and disperse them or I don't know yet.
Got it. Okay, so I can add a new property. Once I add a new property, recent maintenance reports, you got properties by region. So this is like a like you said, property management dashboard.
Yep.
Excellent, man. You did this with Replit.
Yep.
Magic question. And this is the magic question for all you guys that did Replit. This is for all of you. How long did it take you to create your app? Starting with George.
Does it take, well, so probably like a half hour because when you first do it, it takes about 10 minutes and then you have to add features and you just have to kind of, but all you're doing is just one sentence every 5 minutes or every revision and just keep telling it to add features, add logos.
Gotcha.
That's why I asked you the question about the databases and stuff. Where is it stored at? And you just said it's all on Replit.
Yep. Ulysses, how long did it take you for yours?
Too long. I was on Replit forever.
Okay.
I would say do this, it do something, they wouldn't do it right. Then I kept on going back. I was like, man, and I just got frustrated. Like, I'll come back to this later. Then I'll come back and then do it some more.
I understand.
I went back to Replit today, working on an app that I'd started a couple of weeks ago, I guess it was, when you were first teaching on this. And basically running through the processes and whatever. Things weren't working out properly, and so it just kept trying to refix, and then it come back and tells me, at my level, I'm running out of credits, or I had run out of credits, and so it wasn't going to finish. That's what happened before. That's what happened again today. So I don't know when I can go back and try to make that thing work again.
Okay. Who else did Replit?
I did Replit as well too, and it took me days. Like some of my projects, I started them, and I just never finished them because I kept running into the same type of error messages and credits and things of that nature. So yeah.
Let's go down.
You missed the one, the website created with DeepSeek.
Oh yeah, right here. Let's see. Website created with DeepSeek. Here it goes. Okay, this is one that was created with DeepSeek. Home services about. Let's see. Okay, contact us. Let's see your service page.
So with DeepSeek, you can't really
do
multiple pages. It doesn't really.
Yeah, it does a landing page.
Yeah, that's it. It doesn't really. You got to build it out. So that's why I asked about where do you house it at, and it can't be on DeepSeek. It's just not.
No, you got to put it on your own hosting. No problem. Part 3, the cover will have to share a screen for images. Let's see what we got here. CapCut. You did a GIF. You did a Glippy.
No, actually, I took pictures at an event and just told ChatGPT to convert them into animes right there on the spot.
Oh yeah, okay.
I was gonna add words and stuff, but I didn't get to it.
Is that you?
Mad because class taking too long. They holding the
liquor. Yeah, you look upset.
I'm serious, boy. You really look upset.
That's when the liquor was out right there. Everybody's happy.
Now you look happy.
Smiling there.
Yeah, you're happy now.
Yeah.
That's a good one, man. You use CapCut, I see.
Yeah, I use ChatGPT to make the images, and then I just threw them in CapCut.
That's cool.
Yeah. And then you did challenge 2 logo making.
Yeah, I did a logo make on ideogram.
Okay.
I got a question. Now, the same way George did that. Now, let's say he did a video of the people at the class, and could he change the animate and have them talking, and they be like the same way?
Well, he could do it by way of a couple ways because George had different images, right, George? And you tied them together?
Yeah.
He could take each image at a time and have that image talk, and then do the next image, have that image talk. But there's not that many image generators out there that will do multiple people talking in one image. The one that will do that is Runway. Runway, you could have multiple people in the image talk. But yes, he could do that. He would have to do one image at a time, though. and then tie all 4 images or 5 images together.
Okay.
The best thing to do probably just add a soundtrack to CapCut and just have it play through.
Yep.
The narrative without the people moving their mouth. I don't know.
Yep.
Right,
That's another approach. Just have it where where it's like a narrator talking about George and I'm getting drunk. Okay, and I think we got a Suno song.
It was I just made a song about me doing all 7 of my assignments.
Okay, I want to hear this one.
Woke at the crack of dawn to a beat so tight. He put the kettle on in the day's first light. 7 assignments dancing in his head. He said, bring it on, let's charge ahead. George on a mission, he won't slow down. With rhythm in his steps, he's the talk of the town. 7 hurdles, stride. He's got that hustle you just can't hide. First one's math, he cracks it quick. Numbers flying, his mind so slick. A lit essay, next words like rain. George ain't stopping, he's on his chain. Oh, the rhythm flows, the energy.
Nice, George.
You the man, George. You the man.
Y'all come on, man. I'm nothing compared to those other ones. Y'all did y'all thing.
All you guys did great. All you guys did great. Because you did them. You all did great. Let's see. Next up, Replit from Brian. So, Brian, was you able to get this one to work?
Sort of. That's the closest. That's the best one that I got out of everyone that I created so far. So let's see how it looks.
Tell me about this.
So I wanted to create a news website that kind of was something similar to this website that I go to that's called Ground News, where it kind of lets you know what perspective and whose perspective the article is written from. If you click on where it says topics, it should kind of give that breakdown as far as if it's that's weird.
Browse topics.
It's not supposed to look like that. Can you refresh the page again?
Sure.
Let's see. Is that the same URL I'm looking at?
And you got trending. And you got analyze.
Yeah, so if you put a topic in, if you go to the headlines, it's basically just going to outsource you. I've got a bunch of different APIs running for this. I think that's maybe why I'm bumping into so many issues. I forgot about like 15 of them.
Oh my goodness. 15 APIs.
Yeah, from different news. So I tried to see how far I could push it, I guess.
You pushed it, buddy.
Yeah.
You pushed it. So you created almost like a one-stop directory site.
Yeah, pretty much. So
yeah.
If you click on the
here's what I noticed about Replit. You see this issue here?
Yeah, that.
I see this a lot.
That's not good if you're trying to sell this to somebody.
Yeah. So what I've tell it to delete that out, and instead of creating an image, I tell it to put an icon there instead.
Put an icon there, okay.
It does great with icons, but when it comes to images like that, it doesn't.
Okay. Cool.
What image was supposed to be there?
That's supposed to be like the thumbnail for the article.
Oh, okay.
That's a good one.
A lot of imagination happening in this group.
Okay, let's see what else. Crab feast. Talk to me, buddy.
So my cousin's in the fraternity, and he asked me to create a little website for the upcoming event that they have coming up. And I literally just took the flyer, threw it in there,
Nice.
and
That's a
created the
nice
website
flyer,
and
man.
everything. Yeah.
Wait, hold up. When is this? June 14th.
And it's
Yeah, Father's
Yeah,
Day
we
week.
be there. We be
I'm
there.
serious. I'm serious.
Come on down.
And then charge them $5.99 for the website.
He is a marketer. Straight up.
I like it. I like it. I like it.
How much?
The only thing I would add on there, guess what it is?
What's that?
More crabs.
More crabs? Gotcha. Yeah, if you click on the get your tickets now, it takes you to the website where you can purchase the tickets.
Oh my goodness, you crushed it.
Hey, Charles, you know there's a lotion for that.
You crushed it, man. Look at that, 125. Now, what kind of crabs we talking about here, my brother?
It's
Are we
all
talking
you can
about
eat.
jumbo? We're talking about regular? What are we talking about here?
I'd have to go and ask him. It's really his event, but I know it's an all you can eat.
All you can
crab.
eat from 12 until 3. That's only give me 3 hours. Me and my wife eat 2 dozen crabs by ourselves.
No, it's 12 to 5. You guys do 12 to 5.
I know. Plus you got, let's see, go to let's say program premium open bar. We don't drink. Vendors, okay. Line dancing. We hate line dancing. That's for square people. 5-course buffet. Okay. All that comes with your 125.
Yep.
You get a 5-course buffet plus all you can eat crabs.
That's a good deal.
Yeah. Okay. All that's missing is I know it's what George was missing for George.
What's that?
All you can drink.
Where it said open bar.
It's open
I went
bar.
straight to there.
Oh, okay.
The open bar.
Okay. I don't know about this lingo stiff. Does open bar means you have to pay, or does it mean you don't have to pay?
No, you don't have to pay. It's included with admission.
Okay. What's there?
So the premium open bar, if you get you about 4 or 5 drinks, you in. That's the price of the admission.
Yeah, it's open. You can come in, but then you got to buy your drinks.
Yeah.
They let you in. You can come in. Then you got to buy the drink.
You got to do it. Yes, you got to do it. Okay. Let's see. Next up, this is a good one, man. Five emails for marketing.
Yeah. No. Tab 1, tab. Yeah, those over there.
Number 2. What'd you think about the emails?
I think it's still, I think it's really dope, especially when you factor in the fact that you can go out there and go scrape for emails and get all of that and kind of just start blasting these out to people. It's a game changer.
Let's see. My wife is surprising me for dinner. Let's see. Number 5. And let's go down to Flux Image. This is a train model. Oh, you need access for that.
I just granted that. Hold on.
Sure. I didn't know it was raining. It's raining outside?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
A little drizzle. It looked like it was going to rain.
You can hit the video down there.
Yeah, but I'm not sure that's what he was showing. He was showing an image. So that's number 6, and the video is number 7.
I was trying to
Well, I'll go to the image. I'll go to the video while you're doing that. Actually, I'm not being able to pull up the video. Yeah, I'm not being able to pull up the video. Unfortunately, I can't pull up the video. Talk to me, Brian. What was it about? Brian, are you there? Did I lose people?
Yeah, might have.
Did I lose you guys?
No, we're here.
Okay. Did I
Yeah,
lose
we
Brian?
here.
Must have lost him trying to figure it out.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
know
Brian.
what? I'm gonna tell you guys, Brian is doing an old trick I used to do. When a seller used to ask me a question that I didn't know, I would hang up the phone and just disappear.
Oh, shucks.
He
That's a
trying to
good one.
pull.
And then
He
I
trying to
call
pull a fast one.
and then I call my mentor up and then call the seller back and say, we must have got disconnected. I'm
That's a good
serious.
one.
I'm serious.
That's a
That's
good
back in the day. That's back in the day.
one. That's a good one though.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, Brian pulled we got disconnected.
He pulled a fast one.
Hey,
He
Brian is
pulled
good. He good.
a fast one on us. Okay.
He
Okay.
he figured we wouldn't notice. You know,
I
you get
know, I know, I know.
he figured Israel would have asked the question and we'd have been 45 minutes on that, and it'd be midnight and nobody would care.
Okay, we got four of you guys. I'm still gonna give them credit. I'm gonna always give somebody credit who tried. So I'm still gonna give them credit. So I got four of you. Is there anybody I'm missing? Oh, Brian trying to get in. Brian. Brian, are you there?
He just got off the phone with his mentor.
Sorry about that. My phone died. I mean, my
Brian, I'm
laptop.
serious. They was talking about you like a dog.
Oh, man.
I'm serious, man. They was talking about how you probably jumped off because you didn't know you couldn't find it and you didn't want to talk anymore. And I mean, George, I didn't mean to say the name. I'm sorry.
Man, damn, George, I thought we were tighter than that, man.
Hey, luckily this is being recorded.
You should be able to get into that folder now.
Okay, no problem, man. All right.
What you trying to say, George? Is evidence?
Okay.
Yeah, we'll see.
Oh, that's the email folder. The Flux folder's right there. We're good. Okay. These are Flux trained images you created, Brian.
Yep,
Wow.
Yep, those are all Flux images. So.
This is not a real image?
Nope.
Wow.
I'm gonna say, is that your wife?
I would never known that. But is that your girlfriend?
Yeah, it's me and my girlfriend.
Where the image is supposed to be at? Hawaii or something, or just an island somewhere?
On the south of France was the prompt. It was in the prompt.
Okay. Wow, man. Okay. This is as a Mortal Kombat person?
Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah. Okay. You lost a little weight.
I don't know. For some reason, we all
That's your
seem to lose
girlfriend?
weight when we do AI.
Her mother.
Oh, your mother.
Her mother. Yeah.
Her mother.
Yep, her mother.
Does it look like her? Is this a trait? Does it look like your mother? Her mother?
Yeah, it's pretty close.
Got it. And this is a video.
That's a video I made with Halua AI.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought the music was on that one. That's the one I put the wrong one up there.
That's okay. This is a logo.
Logo I made with ideogram.
Illuma Labs images.
Yeah.
Girlfriend?
Yep.
Does it look like her?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Nah, that doesn't that one doesn't look like her mother really.
Okay. This one you're in New York.
Yep.
That's the Empire State Building right behind you.
Yep.
Now
That's
you're at
it.
your pool.
Yeah, in the
Whose
backyard.
birthday?
Mine's.
Okay. Excellent job, man. You did an excellent job.
Thanks, Charles.
Excellent. Okay. We got 4 of you. First of all, I'm happy to report you guys got a week off. There's no challenges next week.